Okay, so I'm starting to get attacked again by the so-called Moors because my last four videos have been debunking what their prophet Noble Drew Ali claims they are, like the Moabites, the Asiatic. Then there's another more information in there saying that the Moorish flag is over 10,000 years old. So I've been debunking this stuff. I've been debunking the Moors for over 8 years, and the amount of information that I have found over the years um, is incredible. So I probably know a lot more history about the Moorish history than any of them do. I've had one guy come on my old channel, P&J something. I can't remember what the hell his YouTube channel name was, but it was P&J something. So he came on one time, and I started asking him questions, and he comes back with questions about law. Okay, the questions I'm asking him have nothing to do with law, and he just kept on continuing to ask me questions about law. I'd never went to law school, so I have no idea. This guy probably most likely never went to law school, and he's probably reading stuff from Sibir Bay that Sibir Bay thinks he knows law and stuff like that. So you do have a number of different people in this Moorish movement that put out a bunch of false information. Some of their names I can't even pronounce, but the main three, the top three are the top number one is Taj Tariq Bey. He definitely puts out a lot of bogus information, and he is a great storyteller of tall tales. The next one would be Sibir Bey, and again, if you question him, he wants you to purchase his crap for the answers, but he just can't come out and just answer. If you notice, if you go to my videos, you'll see further on down. I asked Sabir Bey just a simple question, and he just pushed his crap on there. And the third one, which I think Kush Day, CushDey, and it just this he's put out books and stuff like that. There's a number of these people that have put out books and stuff like that. There's this guy I've been chatting with who claims to be a Moor on Facebook, Julius Franchiser. Um, Total 100% deep into this Moorish movement of this Moorish American government website that he constantly posts. When you ask a question, he posts the his bogus government website because he can't answer any of the freaking questions. It's like, oh, it's in there. I've looked at his website, and nothing, I repeat, nothing that I have asked Julius is in that website. Then he posts another thing about, hold on a second, let me just read that and find that out. Just give me 1 second here. Let me get to your screenshots. And okay, so supposedly, and I repeat, supposedly, um, let me read the this is a meme somebody put in and stuff like that. It says in 1692 the word Indian was substituted for Moorish. With this single alteration, the original text was once again transcribed in 1730s. And the source says the Peabody Museum of America, then in 1888 Harvard University. So I went to both the Peabody Museum of America and the Harvard University, looked and looked and looked. I rephrased the question or the thing a number of different times. It didn't come up with anything. So there again more false information. And another one I see in what is it, 1779, I think it is. They claim to have lost their um, nationality, and let me just get over to another page. Just hold on again. I wasn't prepared to go. What I'm doing now is just the stuff is just popping into my head and just rolling with it, the freestyling here. So let me just get to the messengers, Julius Franchiser. So um, with the Julius Franchiser, he thinks his Moorish American government is runs the runs everything. So because of 1774, that's when supposedly the Moorish Americans lost their nationality in this country. Okay, for one, there is no such thing as Moorish American. It's basically a religious organization. It's the Moorish Science Temple of America, and their members are called Moorish American. It is not a nationality. Your nationality is, if you have a passport under nationality, it should state the United States of America. But of course, for somehow they believe that Moorish American is a nationality. So if you look up, if you research nationality, boom, boom. If you live in Springfield, Illinois, in the state of Illinois, in the country of the United States, your nationality is United States of America according to your passport if you have one. So let's just go over to this picture here and um, take a look at this. Okay, so this is from Aboriginal Goofies Exposed, and he's definitely a Moor. And let's just go down to here. It says, Swindle Hoodwinked is a piece of shit that is embarrassed to speak on his own history, but instead to tell the Moorish Americans that we are not Moorish and not indigenous to America. Okay. You are not Moorish and you're not indigenous to America. Okay. The Moorish Empire, let me repeat, the Moorish Empire and the Moorish people were in Northwest Africa and Southern Europe. Okay. They weren't over here in the United States of America. There's no record of them being here in the United States of America unless you read a book from an author with the last name of El Day or Ali. So let's scroll down a little bit. You should be grateful. This is really good. You should be grateful for Moorish Americans, because if it wasn't for Moorish American, your bloodline would still be in caves. That's kind of a racist insult. Okay. One, Moorish Americans didn't start until the early 1900s. And here's the big question I throw at them. And since they've lost their nationality back in 1774, 1779, whatever. So I've asked them repeatedly this question, and it's just like, can you name me 10 famous El Day or Alis that were here prior to the birth of your prophet, Noble Drew Ali, aka Timothy Drew? Not one of them has been able to answer the question. Okay, but anyways, how's the sun treating you lately? So that's kind of a racist question, or a little bit, but um, he believes that being 100% melanated protects you from the sun. Okay? I looked up melanin, and the majority of the people have it. It doesn't care what color skin you have or anything like that. I am melanated because it gives me brown hair and brown eyes, and I tan very easily. So that's that. But there is no, these people claiming to be Moorish American I mean, well, let's go. I've shown this website a number of times, and I've shared it a number of times, but I'm going to show it again. Here we go. Okay, and here we go. So it says this is it's who the Moors really were, and I'm just going to scroll down it. I'm just going to read bits and pieces here, but we're just going to slowly scroll down because I want to point out stuff. Okay, this picture right here you see here used to be on RV Bay Publications, but they took it off, and they had everything colored in dark. They like to Photoshop stuff, and again, and it's black. So, but black Moors are small majority of the Moorish army. Yes, there were black Moors, and we'll get to that in a second here. Okay, so boom, some more pictures, and again, it mentions black. And this picture gets changed over a lot in Photoshopped, and they put it with black faces and stuff like that. So let's keep going down. Same with this picture. If you follow me on my Instagram, I think that's Swindle Hoodwinked or More Truth, More Lies on that. So it says, as you can see, these are in other images. Black African Moors seem to be about 10% of the total army. Okay, let me read that again. As you can see from these and other images, Black African Moors, they call themselves Black African Moors. They don't call themselves Moorish American or anything like that. About 10% of the total army. Right there. 10%. Ugh, come on. Get up there. Boom. So, with that being said, there's somewhere estimated there's about 30,000 Moorish American, if I remember the last or the last number I saw on that. And why don't I see any white Moorish Americans? Again, it says right here, about 10% of the total army were Black African Moors. I'm going to ask this again. How come I don't see any white Moorish American folks? Thank you for listening.